Good morning, this is Liz Bailey, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Oh, I said it right this time. Who knew? I'm a Brit, but I live in New Jersey in the US, so if you're in the US and you need anything, just reach out to me, send me a comment, and I can help you. Today I'm going to be talking about a retiring stamp. It's going to be guaranteed available, what's the 10th today, for another 12 days. So if you really like it, you better not hang around too much, because it's potentially unavailable after May 22nd and definitely unavailable after June 2nd. So, and I really like this because there's so much detail. It's Stampin' Up's distinctive stamping, and it's really cool. It gives you a whole load of detail and you don't have to do anything. So you look like an artist. And it was all the stamps, not you, but you know what? Not everybody's going to know that. So let me show you what we're going to do today. I decided to make some DSP with the tomatoes, which was kind of fun. Then I did some masking, also fun. I don't do much masking, I don't know why. It's a lot of fun. And this was just a really clean and simple card, which is what I specialize in. So let's, oh, if you could share this video with your friends, and then send me a message to say you've shared it, I will give you, say, till noon tomorrow, and all the people that shared it, I'll put them in a raffle, and one of you will win a prize, which I will then mail to you. Okay? So I would really appreciate it if you could help me out that way. Right, so let me put you down so we can start. I think that's about right. Bit more that way. Okay, let me just change my glasses so I can see what I'm doing. I'm going to get some more light. I think that's going to help. But anyway, for right now, I mean, my light will be here by next week, so it's all good. Right, so let me get my first one. Try and remember which one's which. I'll do that one a bit later. So this one is this one. So let's get started with that. So I discovered that it's a whole load easier to do the tomatoes first, because once you've got, let me show you the stamps. You see there's lots of fuzziness, so if you're trying to position it, the stems on top of that, it's pretty hard. Ask me how I know. Yeah, right. So it took me a few goes to get this, so let's hope I have still got it going. So there's two together here, and that's where the stalk is. So let's just put that there. And then put that, oh, I think there. Oops, stamping on my mat here. Move that over there for a moment, because we all know what happens when I leave things open. So then you get this, and as I said, it's easier to line up. These two I look at these two, and these are those here, and then I try and make sure I can do the end one, and that usually works. Of course, it probably won't today, but let's see. There we go. So got it all looking about right. Yep. So now we'll do the other one, which is harder because I now don't have the top piece to use. I think about there. Yep. So, as you can see, it's pretty easy. And if I can do it from over here, I think you'll be much better off. So let's, as I've got, oh, let me move that there. Get the red, real red back. Oh, the other thing I meant to tell you is, if you actually want tutorials for how to put these 3 cards together, let me know. And hi Pat, how are you? And if you want me to send you a kit so that you could make this, if you put in an order with me for $25, I will send you the kit with the tutorial. If you just want the tutorial, I can mail it to you for 15 bucks. So you're better off getting the kit, obviously. Anyway, let's use I really like this sentiment. And one of the others is from my garden. Well, I'm not going to be sending anyone anything from my garden, so that one didn't seem to make much sense to me, particularly at the moment. So there's that. So now it's just a matter of construction. So, get my snail, which is retiring. So if you're a snail addict, you might want to get a bit more. But honestly, it looks like the replacement is going to be really wonderful. So I'm really looking forward to that. Okay, so that's that. Put it on my mat, and then put this on the card base. Oh, and happy Mother's Day to any mothers out there. Kind of forget about it these days. The thing is, I lost my mother about 5 years ago, so I don't really pay much attention to it. Right, so that's coming along nicely. Then we need the scissors, the snips, so I don't like to waste the dimensionals, so I just snip pieces out that will fit. That's about right. The advantage of that is I think I only need to take the middle piece off, which is enough to hold it, and we'll put this, and it went too high up, right there. So there we go, number 1, all done. And if you see how the detail is on the tomatoes, I think it's fantastic. So that's that one. Put that one to one side. And now let's go on to lots of tomatoes. I love tomatoes, as you might possibly have guessed now. So see, what was I gonna do? Maybe have it come a bit off this time, and I'll put in some there maybe. Yep. And let's put it there. Right. Now let me just clean that stamp off. Move to a different table so it's not going to shake you, because I know, feeling seasick is not going to be a good thing. So for this I'm using pumpkin pie. have some the other way up. Why not? And I think just a couple there. Of course, now that I've turned the paper around so often, this could be fairly tricky. But let's give it a go, shall we? Right, let's see. So there's my 2, so that's going to work there. So that goes like, no, it can't go like that, can it? Oh, I got it upside down. Huh, that's why. As I thought, it's going to be a little tricky. Maybe I should have done the green one at a time. Now, this one is obviously the bottom end, because it hasn't got that double. So, put that there. Not perfect, but hey, it's not about perfection, is it? It's about having fun, crafting with your friends. It's the wrong way up. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. So, let me see. It must be, this one must be there. Yep. Let's do an easy one. All the way up. Okay. No, you know what? I think I prefer to do it this way. So, I'm assuming you're all laughing your heads off because this is, I made it rather tricky. It was much easier when I did the first one, which I did as I went along. This is not so simple, but we'll get there. So I don't want to, I want it the other way around, and it's like so. There we go. Which means this is the same. You just have to remember that the stems are obviously the other way up now, because I turned it around. And then this one is this way. How did I do that? Without the top piece. Yeah, there we go. Right, wow, that was that was harder than I had expected. So the tip of the day here is stamp your tomatoes and then put the stems on, and then stamp the next bit of tomatoes, so at least you know which way up you were. I mean, the key clearly is these double, if you've got the double tomatoes here, then you know that it's near the stem, because that's where the double is. But, and obviously the other way up too. But yes, so this one, for example, should have been the other side of the tomato. That was a mistake, but nobody's gonna really know, because no one's gonna really look at your card that closely, or my card. Well, I hope. So, clean that off, because it's gonna be green on this one. This is a smudged, but luckily I have a spare. So let's hope I can actually stamp this. This is the Stitch So Sweetly dies, which are rather fun. On the previous card, I was using the Stitched Shapes, which are, as you know by now, I'm sure, my favourites. So let's just go ahead and glue this to the garden green mat. There we go. So before I do that, let's figure out which way up we want it. There's a bit of a gap there, but or is it this way? No, I think it's this way. Okay. So I had a lot of fun this week. I had my inaugural team meeting. Admittedly, only one of my team, well, I only have 2 team members, only one came, and she happens to be my very best friend. So she and I had a hoot. We just did whatever we felt like. We got to the make and take part of the meeting, and she was so happy because she hadn't been crafting lately, and she needed to make some Mother's Day cards. So she took the basic idea of the make and takes and jazzed it up a lot. It took her quite a while to make the 2 cards she needed, but it was fun. It was really fun. We were on Zoom so we could see each other and chat and hold things up. Next time we're going to have to get more, join on other things so we can actually see what each other is doing at the same time. But it was really fun. So if you're interested in joining us for a meeting, just send me a message and you can do so. So here we go. All popped up and lots of tomatoes. So, which leaves us the last one to do, which is this one. Now this one's kind of fun. It uses masking, the masking technique, which I don't do very often. I'm not sure why, but this seemed perfect because, as you can see, you get this sense of these being behind the peas. And so let me show you how you do it. You start off by stamping the peas on a little post-it note, and preferably where you've got some stickiness. Well, I seem to have lost all my stickiness. There's a bit. So you stamp it on here, and because I'm not going to layer anything behind here, I just cut out the top piece. So what you do is you get your peas and you ink them up. This is after you've made your mask. And you stamp him down there. Okay, very good. Now, oh, look, I think I found out where we're going to be putting the sentiment. So here is now stuck on, and we get our pepper. Actually, I prefer, I did find it easier to do the stem first, but let's just go for it. So you stamp your pepper. And then you do there, I think. Nope, see, wrong. As I said, it's easier the other way around. You know what? I think that's so bad. I'm going to start again. So these things happen, right? Particularly when you're trying to do it the way you don't like to do it. Right. So there we go. At least we don't have a spot there that we have to hide with the sentiment. So, okay. Now, let's do it the way I like to do it. Put it about there. Now I've got a lot of green thing. Where is it coming from? I don't know. Oh, it was probably from that. Oh, let me just clean my fingers just in case that was the problem. Oh, good grief. It's going to be one of those days, I can tell. So, where's my pepper? Here's my pepper. Now, here goes. I think there. Let's see. Much better. Then we need the avocado. You definitely need avocados, don't you? So, where's Mr. Avocado gone? Oh, here he is. So, what I want to do here is put him slightly behind the peas, but leaning on the pepper. Like so. And I'm not sure what can, no, nothing can be done with that. Right, so then we need crumb cake. So we can put the little, well, large, actually, technically, pip in. There we go. You peel off the mask, and there you have it. You have your peas sitting in front of the other two. So it's a very simple technique, but it's very effective. I like to use Post-it notes and to still have some of the sticky bit here so that it will actually help your mask not move. So it's a tip for masking. Sometimes you have to stamp it twice because you forgot, and then you're like, oh, I need it masked. So I think I did these in the wrong order because now I have to clean my stamp again because I'm going to do this in red. And right about there. So, let's move that out of the way before I do any damage. And we will put this on the mat. Which apparently is the wrong size. You know what? Doesn't need a mat. Really. No, I'm going to go without. Because otherwise I'll have to cut another one, and the way it's going today, it might not work. So we're just going to make it look a little more special by having white on white. But the fact that it's not flat, I think is good. And then that's going to go about just to cover that. So it's going to go there. So, you know, I think I did it backwards, upside down rather. I did. sorry about all this. Haven't had any coffee yet. That could potentially be the problem. Or it's just, this is what happens when you craft. Sometimes it works and sometimes you screw up and you have to go around again. So this is a very honest thing. I'm not going to edit it out and pretend it didn't happen, because it did. And I want you to know that these things happen and sometimes you can get away with them. Like right now, where I just decided to take out the mat, and then there's the other thing you can get away with, that little smudge. Yeah, what little smudge? I don't see a smudge anymore. So popping things up is very useful for fixing things. So if you've done a sentiment and you've managed to get a halo around it or something, just do it again, cut it out, pop it up, and you're good to go. So here are our cards. And I think there's more space up there. So, no, they're two the same. Here's my other card, here's my other card. So if you would like to take advantage of just a tutorial, as I said, let me know. And hi Kylie. And if you want to learn how to do masking, I think you should be good now. I do like techniques, it's fun. But this is the set, Garden Goodness. It's 17 bucks and it's available for another 12 days, guaranteed. After that, it might be available, it might not. So, as I said, if you share this video, I will take a raffle out of everyone that shares it. So I can put you back up now, can't I? Hopefully. Yeah, there we go. So I'll do a raffle out of anyone that shares, and I will send a little something in the mail. So it's been a lot of fun, even if I've shown that it goes wrong, but that's good to know. So actually you probably could put it on the Samparatus and just move the card around, Kylie. That's not a bad idea. Be less challenging, I have to say. So it's not a new stamp set. It was in the annual catalogue, but I don't think many people noticed it, and I hadn't actually used it until this week. So I don't think it's been very popular, but I think once you start playing with it, it's awesome. And what's on my t-shirt? It says there are two types of people. Number one who can extrapolate from incomplete data. And I've had people going around my back trying to find number two. So I guess they were in the second section of people. I'm a bit of a math geek. I did maths at college, and I just find maths fun. I've got a pie shirt, I've got all sorts of shirts, and my team at work we are allowed to wear jeans on Fridays, so I wear a t-shirt, and they're usually mathy, and mostly people can't understand them, but hey, that's okay. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. I hope to see you at the same time, 11 o'clock on Sunday next week, and have a good week, and happy Mother's Day. Okay, bye.